Hello everybody, welcome once again. This time we're going to talk about, thank you for clicking on this video, but we're going to talk about PewDiePie trolling the entire internet, or I should say of the YouTube community. He made it sound as if he was going to cancel his that he was going to delete his channel at 50 million subscribers. Well, at the current count right now, I believe it's at 50,300,000. But what he did is he actually deleted his other channel. But he brought about a point that a lot of YouTubers are actually talking about right now. And that is, YouTube's algorithm has changed. Well, I don't think their algorithm has changed so much as YouTube is constantly evolving. It's constantly changing. It's trying to compete with Netflix and those type of streaming services. In order to compete in this entertainment world, you have to constantly evolve. You have to really change your stuff over and over again. Look at the one that's actually been diminishing, television. Television has not really had a monumental change in its programming setup in years, and now these streaming services are becoming more and more popular. So YouTube's trying to compete with all of that. So with them competing, they have to constantly change and evolve their game, if you will. And likes and comments, while they do matter, they don't matter nearly as much as watch time, which is retention, as well as daily uploads. Now, this is a bit of a complicated struggle because, say for people such as myself, I have a normal 10-hour job. I have a normal job. I'm not about to quit anytime soon unless I, make a whole bunch of money every month and it continues on for a certain amount of time, which I don't really see that happening at this current point. I'm hoping and I'm being positive that it will change, but as for the time being, I will continue my soul-crushing, mind-numbing, terrible, terrible minimum wage job. But I digress. The way that YouTube works, and I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you shouldn't be talking about it. You don't have even 100 subscribers at this moment," which, yes, that's true. But one thing I've noticed is that longer videos that are relevant get put on the recommended list. They're the ones that get bumped up in the suggestion box. And the more important thing is they want you to constantly upload videos, like at least one a day, in order to grow with them. Now, it doesn't matter if you watch all of my rant videos that are like 10 minutes or less. That doesn't really matter as much as, say, if I do a 3-minute, or no, not 3 minute, if I do like, say, a 3-hour marathon of something. That 3-hour marathon of something, if people watch 50% of that show as compared to watching 100% of my 3-minute videos, that video will be put on the suggestion box at a much higher rate than the smaller videos. Because they want you to continue to watch and they want you to come back tomorrow. I want you to come back tomorrow. So it's not that YouTube is changing, it's just it's constantly changing. It's constantly evolving, and a lot of subscribers, a lot of YouTubers are really nervous about this because this is messing with their livelihood. A lot of YouTubers have up and quit because, or I should say have claimed to want to quit YouTube because of this. And I think that if you're going to quit something, you need to have something under your feet so you don't fall flat on your face. That's the reason why I'm keeping my job. But now for the hard part. See, a lot of people want to put a lot of care and quality into their videos. If you work a schedule like mine, then that's going to be impossible to upload every day. That's just not going to work. Because I have my normal 2 days off, and during these 2 days off I have to do I have to do chores and things like that. Well, I wouldn't call them chores. It's just something to keep the house in running order, as anybody else that has a place does. And that when it comes to editing, I could tell you from a personal fact, and a lot of editors will tell you this, it is very, very time consuming. Like a 20-minute video could have like maybe 5 or so minutes that you have to edit out. You have to edit out all the random things that happen. You also have to have a good recording studio, such as the recording studio that I'm in right now. Only reason why I say it's good is because it's the quietest place I could record. I'm not working on a big budget here. This isn't a recording studio per se, as it is my car. Yes, that's where I record these videos. That's where I record these podcasts, or in my car, because I do not want to sound like a raving lunatic inside my house and have my roommates go, hey, what are you making that noise for? I don't want to do that. I don't want to bother them. They're doing their own thing. Let them do their own thing. I do my thing in my car. And in order to stay relevant, in order to stay on the cutting edge of YouTube, if you will, it's sad, but you have to drop the quality of your videos if it takes you a long time to edit. See, being a YouTuber is not nearly what people think it is. A lot of people seem to think, oh, I could just upload, clips of a movie, clips of a cartoon, and bam, just sit back and wait for the paychecks to come in. It doesn't work like that anymore. You have to put up content every day now. Well, you don't have to, but you really, really should. And that's going to help you a lot, as well as having longer videos. Such as these podcasts are relatively short. And I got to keep in mind that I have to stretch out the time on certain subjects, because there's only some things that I could really get into a long conversation with. Luckily, one of those things happens to be history. History I can really delve into, give you all the nice juicy details about certain things that have happened in the history of this planet, in the history of the universe. There's a lot of detail to jam in there. So I'm not worried about my podcast per se. But doing this every day means that every day after work, I'm going to have to stay in my car, find a nice little quiet spot where I could sit here and talk to you guys for a certain amount of time. I try to keep it like roughly around 10 minutes, even though my previous video was only 5. But I'm going to be trying to upload everything every single day. Daily podcast, once a week gaming. And when it comes to music, like I've said in the previous video, my music, that's going to have to wait for a long, long time. As a matter of fact, I might actually keep my music on my main channel, just because it's so few and far between. And the software company, again, to talk about them one more time, they can claim, I read their terms of service, and it's not what I was looking for. And not to mention, the bigger issue is that it's actually kind of hard to utilize it to the fullest extent that I want it to, with, of course, the limited budget that I have. That's why I'm really going to start favoring these podcasts more, because it doesn't require much financial input, and it doesn't require much editing. So that's good for me. So if you want to stay relevant on YouTube, everybody, all the YouTubers out there, you got to make longer videos, and you got to upload every single day, which is going to cut the quality of your videos if you take your time and try to do it right. A great example of a YouTuber that takes his time and does terrific videos is JonTron. His videos are few and far between, yes, but the quality that goes into them is superb, in my opinion, of course. It is a very good quality videos, but he can't do that every day. That type of quality does not come organically. It's not something that I could just go out somewhere and do it. It takes weeks and hours, and it takes a long time to get all of that done. So basically, YouTube is not broken, it's evolving. You could either evolve, and when it comes to evolution, you could either evolve with it or be a dinosaur. Well, that's it for this video. I'll be talking more about other stuff tomorrow. Thank you very much for sticking with me. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more, or if you want to be entertained on a level that I'm going to provide, if you like what you hear, you like what you see when it comes to my videos, please click that subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to me. And don't be afraid to give it a thumbs up either. I mean, granted, I just said it doesn't mean as much as the video retention, but it does mean something to me personally. It shows that what I'm doing is in a step in the right direction. And unfortunately, I really wish I could make high quality videos, but I just trying to juggle everything all at once. I just don't have that time. I just don't have the time to do animation, which I was dead set on doing. I cannot do that at this time. Maybe at a later date, maybe if I can somehow, some way be able to just hit the nail on the head and just skip editing, where everything just comes out perfect, which any person in the entertainment business can tell you that is so rare to do something like that. Okay, well, it's past 10 minutes. It's actually getting closer to 12 minutes. Again, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of your guys' support. And hopefully this will become a thing that I can grow into. And hopefully I'll be able to save a little bit more money and possibly grow my channel more. As well as for the a little update on the play game videos. That one, I'm not going to give you the finish for the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, because again, it's too old now. That's right. All the material has to be current, and it has to be now. So that's going to force a lot of YouTube gamers to buy the brand new game right when they come out of the box, which is actually, in my opinion, not a good route to do, because you're going to wind up spending more money, and if the game sucks, you're going to have trouble. It's not going to be good for you. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can play some classic games and start uploading those. But again, it's going to take some time, because I'm going to keep doing these podcasts every single day. So yes, I am going to be a daily, every day, once a day, uploading one of these podcasts. And maybe a couple other shows I got in mind. I got it working in my head right now. But that's all for next time. I'll see you later. Thank you very much for your support. Bye-bye.